You're going to love this. Trust me, what you're seeing now is my normal state.
Welcome, I'm Spaghetti King, and this is Fledgling Vampire by Morgana Ferrone VA. Morgana Ferrone VA, that name is a bit more than I'm used to. But recently discovered this channel, and now I'm going. I was very impressed by what I saw here, and I will be subbed. I think this channel is like 200 subs right now, something like that, but it deserves much more, so I'm here. So these are the first audios I saw from the channel. I checked out probably half the rest of the channel, and I was very pleased. So I'm mainly going to be reviewing the second part, as it usually goes with this. There probably will be like a third part to this, but I'll just do catch up with the first and then go to the second part and whatnot. That's just how I do multi-part ASMRs. So the first one, you start in a forest, and you are just going. You end up getting to this vampire's home. I guess you just stumbling through the forest or whatever, or you're going vampire hunting and whatnot, and you find this vampire, and from what I can tell, you kind of just walk near her house, and she kind of just knows that you're there, and she kind of just points it out. She mentions that she can smell you, I believe, and she can like hear your heartbeat, hear your heart rate, and whatnot. So there's quite some imposition of that. You have some kind of like fun threats, and basically how it goes is you say that what you're looking for is, I guess, vampire blood. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for vampire blood because you believe that it will help a friend of yours who is ill. And the vampire tells you that the blood will not do whatever humans have told you it will. And apparently to cure your friend, you just give them honeysuckle, I believe is what it was. Honeysuckle. Give them that, and then apparently after 4 days, they'll be okay. It was kind of weird the way she said it, because she said, like, give it to them, and then they won't wake up initially, which kind of made me think that it was like a threat, like, give it to them if you want to kill them or something, but no, from what I can tell, it's give it to them and then they'll be okay. And the first one ends with her pretty much saying, I do want to take a bite out of you. Out of that nice neck of yours, that nice exposed neck with the pulsating veins in there and whatnot. Well, maybe you can give it a shot, but it ends with you saying you'll pay her back for what she's done and whatnot. In a good faith way, apparently. And that's the first one. So that's a general simplification of it. That's just a summation of the plot. Not going to go into the individual quips, although they are very good. But yeah, so the first one, this is the rating. I at least give a rating for it. Audio 5 out of 5, wholesome rating 4 out of 5, overall rating 8 out of 10, rank great. So that's the first one, very good, do recommend. Then we got the second one, which is just Fledgling Vampire Part 2. These just seem to be called Fledgling Vampire, plus some parenthesis, subtitles on there, so I like the simple titles, keeps things easier for me, right? But the second one begins with you returning to the vampire's home, and this time it's a rainy night. It's like how she said, it's like this time you came in a storm. I like how she enunciates things. Her voice is very good. One thing I can say about this is, we reviewed a Sea Glass vampire audio, I don't know, last week or something. And, I said on that it was a very good way that she had a vampire concept of like a shy, polite vampire who is kind of reluctant about being a vampire and whatnot. this is fledgling vampire, so a vampire who is kind of like not a veteran elite vampire, but kind of like on the middle level, right? Not a newbie, but not you know, one of the like long serving. I guess if I'm gonna say this. And what is her name? I'm sorry, I can't remember the name. Morgana Farone. Morgana Farone. That name is a bit more mouthy than I'm used to. She has a very good presence to her voice. When she talks, you have this. It gives you this deep impression. It's very effective for a vampire role specifically. I think that's what she's best suited to. And you know, this is obviously a great setting. I love the setting. I do love the setting. I love how the art integrates with the setting. So to describe the art, very simple. The first one is basically just like a forest with like a cabin there, wooden cabin, rather more toned down, kind of depressing colors, some grays and browns on there. And the second one is basically kind of like a image of like a house with like rain around it, just to describe most simply. But it's really effective along with her voice and the rain in the background at establishing tone, honestly. And she has some very interesting quips and ways that she uses her voice and sounds she makes, like her laughing and somewhat of cackling on that. I remember there's a part where she goes like, ha 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 ha. Maybe I'll play that for you.
They lived? Huh. Imagine that. I was right. There's nothing that you have that I would want for repayment.
And basically there's just this great presence to her voice when she speaks. She has this kind of mature tone, and not usually what I would say out of a woman, but honestly just a good kind of like baritone. And honestly, it's really effective for you know, telling this. So I guess I can talk about other things. As I was saying, you know, you basically come to return the favor for this vampire who saved your friend with her tip, and she then goes on to say that the blood doesn't do what it's said to do, and basically she explains that the vampire blood apparently grants you temporary immortality, and for that reason it's basically like a tool of war. It's like very efficient. I don't know if it necessarily converts you to a vampire in this case, or if it's like it gives you like semi-traits of a vampire. I don't know how it goes, but that's basically how it is. So apparently like your king used it in the past for war purposes, I guess, and I guess it turned him into a, you know, conqueror, raging, you know, battle guy, battle demon man. And apparently he was a peace seeker before, so I guess it has some kind of psychological effect too. You know, is how it is, but you do ask, was that your blood that was given to these people? And, you know, these soldiers or whatever. And she says no. She has a very good laugh at that. And she says that was one of the elder vampires, apparently the vampire that turned her into a vampire. Very good line. I wasn't a vampire back then.
Was it mine? Oh, you sweet bean, I wasn't a vampire back then.
Again, very good. Again, very good. So, from there, she pretty much says, you know, would you want to come and stay in my humble abode? You know, it's a late and dark, stormy night. This was a night similar to when I was turned, and you know, you come in and take the vampire's hospitality, the great deal of the vampire. You would take it and you go in with her, and you know, rather a respectable character, quite the class to this character, and yeah, so that's it. So that's the summary of the plot. And I pretty much got the characterization out there too, and the art, so I pretty much summarized everything I need to say. So, yeah, this was excellent. This was really good. I love her tone with it. I love the script of it. And I love how she elaborates on these characters with just these subtle ways of speaking and pronouncing things. I really love it. It's subtle stuff. It's great stuff. It's the small stuff, and it really elevates it, you know? So, that's all I have to say. So, you know, that was both of these very good, very good. Morgana Ferrone. That's a tongue twister. Morgana Ferrone VA. I want to say, like, I want to say Morgana. No. I want to say Fargana Marron. That's what I want to say. Yeah, Morgana Ferrone. Oh, man. But I highly recommend. So the last thing I'll give you is the rating, okay? So I stop, you know, twisting over my tongue and, you know, dancing on my shoelaces or whatever. I'll just give it to you. So audio 5 out of 5, wholesome rating 4 out of 5, overall rating 9 out of 10, rank legend. Just simply excellent. And the first one, honestly, the first one is kind of nearing legend too, honestly. Whew, it's a great, but it's nearing legend just because of those little things she puts in there. It's great stuff, dude. Just great. I highly recommend, dude. Seriously. Underrated channel, great. So, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. I'm Spaghetti King. I love you all, and farewell.